Thanks, Patrick. Wow, what a year it's been. Y'all remember in January, you're sitting here looking at one of the thinnest majorities in modern history. You're watching a bumpy January start. And you, along with everybody else around the country, was sitting there thinking, this is going to be a dysfunctional Congress. But I'll tell you, there's one person who's standing behind me who said this isn't going to be a dysfunctional Congress, this is going to be a transformational Congress. And with one of the thinnest majorities in modern history, look at what's happened in this House of Representatives, how this speaker's been able to unite members of this conference with diverse ideology, being able to pull people together and passing legislation which transforms how we deal with energy in the United States, helping to lower prices, helping to lower emissions, helping to sever our dependence upon foreign countries for energy. We have a crisis on our southern border with millions of citizens of other countries illegally crossing into our nation, bringing fentanyl that's killing our own citizens, enriching cartels, human trafficking, and this speaker brought a diverse group of people together, and we passed border security. We passed American security legislation. We had a Parents' Bill of Rights that was passed with strong support. We had a bill that was signed into law that prevented a lessening of punishments for crime. We had a bill that was signed into law that ended the COVID emergency. And today, one of the most historic pieces of legislation that has ever passed the House of Representatives. A bill that will save the American people over $2 trillion. A bill that helps to restore the appropriate balance of powers as envisioned by our founders, that ensures a role of Congress, that ensures that you don't have a tyrant, a dictator, a monarchy that's out there waving a wand, deciding that hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayer funds are going to be spent without any approval or consideration by their representatives in the United States Congress. Legislation that builds upon work requirements, that benefits both those that pay taxes and those that are dependent upon our social welfare safety net, because it has been proven that this helps get people back into the workforce. Look, I could go on and on about all the benefits of this legislation, but I'll tell you what has happened today by this Congress that is going to be signed into law. This is one of the most significant pieces of legislation that's ever passed, and I'll say it again. With a bumpy start and many people with incredibly low expectations, we've once again passed transformational legislation, and as the speaker said, it's just the first step. The man behind me is one of the best strategists I've ever seen in my life. And what you saw today, the legislation that passed with over 300 votes, hitting high water marks in categories no one ever expected, anticipated, or ever before achieved. Wouldn't have happened without him, wouldn't have happened without the vision, the leadership, the persistence, and the optimism. Thank you.